Today we're going to talk about a really important word in the essential Christian vocabulary. This little three-letter word, sin, is probably the most misunderstood word in the English language, both at a popular level in the church as well as outside. To the average person, if it's fun, the church is going to call it a sin. Growing up, I thought of God as this big cosmic cop up in the sky saying, "Hey, stop the laughing. Stop having so much fun. Don't make me come down there." If people were asked to give examples of sin, most responses would be related to the issue of sex. The general opinion would be that the church would disapprove anything fun and enjoyable if it had any sexual connotations. Let me blow that myth away. While Christians believe that sex is to happen within the boundaries of marriage, let me remind you that the reason that sex is so great is simply this: God invented it. So, what is the essential understanding Christians have about sin? Let me offer a simple yet profound definition by a former pastor of mine, Rev Harold Pearcy. We are not sinners because we sin. We sin because we are sinners. Let this sink in as I repeat it. We are not sinners because we sin. We sin because we are sinners. Let's unpack the two ways this word is used in the Bible. One way is sin with a capital letter S, and the other, let's look at it as a small letter s. Sin with a capital letter S is not those individual actions like stealing or telling lies that people might or might not do. Instead, we must think about sin with a capital S as a kind of power or destructive force that controls a person and makes them act in a particular way. That way is to rebel against God and His law. The closest analogy of this capital letter S is a medical one, where we compare it to a virus or a tumor. But this is a spiritual tumor. Not dealing with this and removing this tumor will lead us to commit the small s sins and, more importantly, separate us from God. To free myself of the little sins and to reconcile with God, I must deal with the tumor. Suppose my doctor diagnoses the reason I'm having constant headaches as that I have brain tumor. I wouldn't go around telling my friends I got this brain tumor because of my headaches. Instead, I would say my head is constantly aching because I got this tumor. And if I just take aspirin to deal with this headache, it may go for a while, but not dealing with the tumor ensures it will return. So it's clear I sin because I'm a sinner. This is where Jesus enters my life, my story, and in the next talk, we will explore why only Jesus has the power to remove this thing called sin.